Let's find out who those people are. They're bringing all the hate to campus. See, this is how bad you can oh my god! Where's the hate?
Ooh, in diversity, there is beauty and there is strength. I agree. I know. It really is. I like that.
It's great how much of that we actually agree with.
I know, it's true. We agree.
Go. I get the flag today. What are you studying? Mechanical engineering. Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, cool. I'll go to work now. You have the flag. You're with them.
He's from Crew 2000.
That's fucking awesome.
Nice to meet you. Glad to please show the
What I know. Okay. Don't give up your right. No. Your ancestors. You guys killed. We all figured that out. We all figured it out. Equal rights for everybody. Right? Well, we all are. I'm not kidding. We all did. Unless you're a Native American, and they walk down.
My name is Joey Gibson, J-O-E-Y-G-I-B-S-O-N. I'm the founder of Patriot, free speech advocate, second amendment advocate.
And tell us, why was it important for you to be here today?
It's important for us to go anywhere in the United States of America to promote freedom. I've been all over the state of Washington. I simply want people to focus on freedom and bring a spiritual aspect back into this country. That's my main focus.
And what would you say about people that disagree with what you guys are doing?
That's okay to disagree. That's the beautiful thing about this country. We have the First Amendment. We can have conversations all day. Simply disagreeing with each other is an okay thing.
What do you hope to accomplish here today?
Basically, to help people understand that freedom is a beautiful thing, and that we have to be careful and we have to protect it. This isn't about left versus right. This isn't Republican or Democrat. This is simply about focusing on freedom. That's all it is. I want people to have a right to do and say whatever they want as long as they don't hurt other people.
That's okay.
We're going to be here all night.
Good.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Hey, since y'all are standing pretty close to each other, can I get a picture of everybody? You included?
Yeah.
I know.
All this derogatory thing.
All right. 1 second. I'm spacing on your name.
How you doing?
Russell.
What are you studying?
Forgot your name for a second.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good to see you again.
Yeah. You too.
Virginia. I was an Army brat, grew up in Virginia most of my life. I don't understand the state, and I never will.
I feel the same way.
Oh, you are?
You're just a deplorable. Just a deplorable. I'm just very standing here with this. Operation Shield.
No.
Whoop, almost took me out then.
Oh, sorry.
And look at that crazy bug.
Which one? Oh, look, dude. What?
So let me ask you this.
That was awesome. I love Ellensburg already.
Hey, how you guys doing today? Can I take a picture of your sign?
What are you using it for?
I'm just gonna post it online. Cool. Thank you.
I like your rights, you know.
That's the vibe I'm getting out of it. It's really great. I don't
Pretty much the vibe we're used to.
Why do you know certain ideology that supports Patriot?
You don't want to take the flag? You don't pay about the First Amendment?
What about the Fourth Amendment?
Ooh, but that one's mean.
We got speeches at 4 o'clock. You guys are welcome. We'll be right here. We're going to have speeches, and you can actually hear what I'm about instead of listening to the media and other people. Listen, there's a lot of people that they don't want you to hear my message. My message about freedom and God, that's it. I want all of you people here to be free, okay? I want all of you guys to have a right to say and do whatever you want as long as you don't hurt other people. Second Amendment is under attack right now. You guys got to understand that. You guys being young, you have to understand they're coming after the guns. Do you understand 1639 that just got passed? Do you understand that if you want to exercise your right to the Second Amendment, you have to sign away your right to medical privacy, which makes you a second-class citizen simply for exercising your Second Amendment right? How is that okay? Do you know what else they're going to do? They're going to go through your medical records. The government, the people that talk, are going to go through all your medical records and determine each and every single one of you if you have a right to the Second Amendment. That is not okay. Is it because what? Because you're on an antidepressant? PTSD? Nobody knows. Anybody with something that's classified as a mental disorder will be classified as a second-class citizen, will not have the right to bear arms, will be subject to losing their Fourth Amendment privileges.
If somebody close to you who doesn't like you says that you're crazy, the police have a right to come kick down your doors with no warrant and take your guns. Are you guys okay with that? Is that okay? You okay with that? Why? Says who? Says who? Who says you're... Who gets to determine that? Who determines you're mentally ill?
What is mentally ill? What do you classify as
What doctor? No, I appreciate you speaking up. That's a good question. That's a very good question. I mean, the truth is, who determines if you're eligible, right? Who determines if you're mentally ill?
Yeah, doctors.
Where does it say that in the bill? Does that say that in the bill? Does it say that in the bill? Nobody knows who determines. It's not doctors. And plus, do you trust all doctors? There you go. Why are we going to give power over the doctors to determine if the Constitution exists?
Because they're educated.
You just said you don't trust all doctors.
Literally, did you hear what I said?
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, so like you are there. It's smart to like look at the doctor.
Right.
So like, why would you just trust any doctor to diagnose you? That's why people go to multiple doctors after they get diagnosed.
Right.
To make sure.
So is that what's going to happen?
So
Are we going to have multiple doctors?
Please stop.
people with mental illness who are not violent, have no violent tendencies, they don't deserve to have common rights.
According to DSM-5,
Here's the issue.
because I have gender
Here's the issue.
dysphoria, I can be classified as mentally ill.
What
They can
they're
take my
trying to
guns.
do
That's my
is
point
they're trying to
exactly.
criminalize you for potentially committing a crime in the future.
And that's wrong.
That's the thing. Our country is based off the fact that you only get punished when you actually do something that is wrong. That is the only time they have a right to take away your freedom. 1639 takes away your right to the Second Amendment simply because some politician in a backroom deal is going to determine whether or not the Constitution exists for you. It is not going to be doctors, okay? It's legitimate what you're saying, but it's not going to be doctors. It's not in the bill. It's not in the bill. I suggest that all of you guys, okay, and we're going to do speeches at 4 o'clock, but I suggest all of you guys read the bill. Read 1639. It's 30 pages long. You guys read tons of books because you study here. So you guys know I graduated from Central Washington University and I love it here. I love this school. I'm asking that you guys read the bill. Read 1639. Is there anybody here who's read the bill? Does anyone even know about 1639?
A few people over there raising their
You
hands.
guys read it? Good for you. Thanks, Right. They're trying to take away our rights.
Never let them take away your rights. You're the only country in the world that has these rights. The government has limited power over you as long as you have these constitutional rights. You vote away your rights, you give the government more control over your life. The government tells you what you can do, what you cannot do. You let them take away your Fourth Amendment, they ban abortion, they tell you what you can wear, how you can wear your clothes, whether you can get piercings or tattoos. Where does it stop? The slippery slope. Do not ever give away a right that you have. You can choose to not participate, but never willingly give it up.
Don't give it up.
It's giving it up to bad people who are not thinking of themselves and their rich cronies that fund their campaigns.
Is there anyone here that's a liberal? Anyone here a liberal? Oh, come on. Come on. All right, if you're a liberal, okay, you're not the enemy. You're not the enemy because you're a liberal, because you're conservative. That doesn't make you the enemy. The enemy is the people at the top, okay? I'm not here to insult liberals. I'm not here to insult anybody except for the people at the top. What I want to know, though, if you're a liberal, or whatever you want to call it, what is it about giving power to the government that you like? Why do we keep giving power to the government? Is there anyone that can answer that question? Yes, sir. Okay, there you go.
One aspect of it.
Is there a line to draw? Do we need to give more? Do you believe do we have to give more power to the government right now? There you go. Okay, there you go. Listen, okay, so you don't like Trump, right? Okay, that's a perfect example of why we should not give the government power. Because someone's always going to take office, okay, that you don't like. The government needs to be as small as possible, to the point where you can barely even tell it exists. They got to protect our land, okay? They got to protect our country, right? We need small amount of taxes, we need roads, we need certain things, yes. Okay. Yes. That's right.
The issue is that they release power from everyone else. Technically, have a small government that does not necessarily function outside of the state. But what happens is that you have both an autocratic state and also a government that has a small government in the sense that it has no control.
Right.
So what you have is actually you have multiple famines, diseases, mass migration that happens along with massive societal crackdowns. And for what? Not a lot. So I feel like this discussion about big versus small government is trying to condense into a kind of this weird, like binary idea is really reductive, honestly.
Sure.
So I feel like if you want to talk about big and small government and talking about bad presidents, like
Where? So let me ask you a question then, okay? Is it fair to say that all our government's owned and ran by big business?
I feel like that's a leading question.
Answer however you want then.
I feel like this government is
Why?
because of super PACs that we've had for corporations to pay unlimited amounts of money to governmental bodies.
So do you believe that big business only buys out Republicans?
Majority, yes.
So they don't buy out Democrats?
Sometimes, but sometimes.
$2 billion in last election. See, here's the problem with the way you're thinking, and I appreciate you speaking up. You believe in the tribal thought. Democrats, Republicans, two different things, right?
No, not really.
Okay, but for whatever reason, Republican politicians get bought out, but Democrat politicians don't?
They do. They just don't get bought out by, they get bought out less, in my experience.
Why?
A lot of Democrats.
Nancy Pelosi?
Well, Nancy Pelosi and Hillary Clinton are awful.
Maxine Waters?
You look at people like Bernie Sanders or AOC, and they're actually decent people.
Bernie Sanders? Why did Bernie Sanders kiss the ring of Hillary Clinton?
Because it was better than Trump, I guess, honestly.
Didn't work out though.
Why? Everything that Bernie preached is against Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, you're
So
right.
why would he kiss her ring?
I don't see him kissing the ring. I think it's just like.
Didn't Bernie Sanders run against him?
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling like.
No, he,
I feel like that's what happened.
right? And then what happened? What happened? They ran against each other, and what happened?
The Democratic National Committee fucked her over.
Right? And then what did he do? Once he lost, what did he do?
I don't know. You tell me.
He endorsed Hillary Clinton, right? Everything that he stands against. Everything.
Not really.
Really?
I
Donald Trump is more of what he stands
about to
against.
say,
Why does he stand against Donald Trump? Why would he stand against him?
I don't know. He's kind of an asshat.
Okay, but why would he stand against him?
So we want the president to be a popularity contest.
That's really what it is.
Because Donald Trump was an outside. I'm not here to stick up for Donald Trump. I don't care. I'm here for freedom. But Donald Trump was an outsider. He was not part of the establishment. What are you going to do? Republicans and Democrats hated Trump.
I know that
the establishment.
Did you just talk about corporations buying out the government? I'm arguing that Donald Trump isn't part of the establishment or any politician.
Who's bought out? So Trump was rich before he got into politics, and now you have all these politicians get rich when they're in politics. Which is rather hard. I'm not here to, I don't care, I'm not here to sit here and talk about Trump unfortunately. I'm just saying, the fact that Bernie Sanders, you brought Bernie Sanders with you was like, a good guy. I'm just saying, he kissed the ring of a woman that takes $200,000 speaking fees from big corporations, big pharma.
Like, honestly, when you're dealing with, like, a bad situation, a much worse situation, you go with what you got. You play with what you got. Like, I feel like with Donald Trump, you're talking about Hillary Clinton, her emails, blah, 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 blah.
I didn't say anything about her emails.
Well,
That's a good point, though.
It always comes up, though.
She made a lot of money through her emails.
And frankly, like, Donald Trump's security is worse. His national policy is worse. His respect for human dignity is worse. There's all this shit that Donald Trump is doing much worse than Hillary Clinton was doing. I don't like Donald Trump. I don't like.
So you're all about big corporations.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love big corporations.
So you got to admit the fact, though.
I don't have
Hillary
to admit
Clinton.
anything.
Okay. Hillary Clinton, right? She's a multi-billionaire because of why?
I'm just trying to work out why we're talking about Hillary Clinton. She's not running for anything right now. She's been out of the picture for a while. I feel like this is a narrative you guys have been spouting for years.
Who's you
trying to
guys?
make yourself
Who's
feel
you
better
guys?
about the asshole in
Who's you
Congress
guys?
right now.
Who's you guys? Because I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I believe in freedom. Okay. Trump has done some things I don't like. The ban on
Then why
the
are we
bump
talking
stocks.
about Hillary Clinton right now? She's not in politics.
So what do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about?
What is your platform? What is your
That's what I thought we were getting to, is the fact that Republicans and Democrats are corrupt, and they're destroying this country. They're taking away our freedoms, one law at a time. Why is it that every single year we have to pass more laws? When does it stop? That's what I want to know.
It doesn't stop. It
Why?
never stops.
Why?
Because that's how governments work.
So it gets more power, right? It takes more power, more power, more power.
That's how we do it.
Everything about the
being able to pass new laws.
Non-stop? Non-stop?
Yeah, for sure. Keep updated.
Politics change.
Those are old laws that are still exist. Why do we keep adding on to them? Do you know how many laws there are in the federal government?
Constitution exists to protect us.
No one knows. No one knows. We can't even count how many laws there are. How are we supposed to be law-abiding citizens?
I can't. Like it's in a book somewhere.
I can't hear you. What's that?
I didn't hear you. What did you say?
We don't even know how many laws there are. We can't even count.
So?
It's freedom for. So how are we supposed? There's so many laws that we can't even count how many there are. How are we supposed to even be law-abiding citizens?
Maybe we should elect people to watch over those laws. That's a good idea. Yes, law counters.
That's what we need.
Like what?
Like, I don't know, politicians to know what they're doing.
Like who?
Like people who have gone to law school, people who have any sort of degree in
All of them are lawyers. Are you kidding me? All of them. You know what the problem is? You know what the problem is? People want power. That's the problem. Even people who go in there, they mean well, right? They go in there and people start to buy them out. People start to corrupt them.
Do you want power too?
No.
No?
I want power to the people, is what I want. I want us to be as free as possible. Now, government is, unfortunately, it's a necessary evil. But it's out of control. And when especially when they come after our guns, everyone from the left to the right should all agree that we need to have the Second Amendment.
You don't want any power. None whatsoever.
No, I want a voice. Is what I want. But that's not power. If I wanted power, then I would be trying to pass more laws, right?
I mean, you're still here trying to elicit change. This is a form of power as well.
Okay.
You're still trying to lead a movement here.
Or slow change to some degree,
Necessary.
if I may.
So what's the point?
I'm trying to distinguish whether you're advocating for anarchy or just like a tiny government.
Tiny government. Like to the point where, the states can have their stuff. They can do their own stuff because you can move from state to state. The states should be the ones who have the most laws.
Who's going to be in charge of that tiny government then? It doesn't sound like you trust anyone in Congress whatsoever.
I don't. That's why you've got to roll back their power. Roll back the.
Sure, but who's to determine who's qualified for that? If
the
not
people vote.
who are already there.
But here's the thing: is that we have to have a government that's set up to a point where the most corrupt individuals in the world can be in there and not destroy this country and not take away more of our rights. Is what I'm saying.
I'm still looking for that metric, though. It feels like you sort of diverted from the question there. How are you going to determine between people who are fit to lead and fit who aren't fit to not?
We vote. No one. Well, my point is, we don't determine. People vote for bad people all the time. That's a given. We can't change that, right? Well, that's why the Constitution. If we didn't have the Constitution, okay, our government, we'd already be like a communist government already. Or
Well, I mean, if we didn't have the Constitution, we wouldn't have a government. That's what a constitution is.
Correct. Yeah.
Now, I guess.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is that the fact that we have free speech, that's been protected in the Constitution. What I'm saying is without that, okay, our free speech would already be destroyed. Do you understand free speech is a unique thing in the world? Do you understand, you go to England, if you say anything, like say you have an opinion on Islam, you go to jail.
I feel like that's probably oversimplifying their laws quite a bit.
No, it's not. New Zealand, you see what happened in New Zealand? They're taking people to jail for sharing that GoPro video of the shooter.
Well, not that I'd say that I take people to jail over that, but I think
It's messed up, but that's bad.
poor taste anyways.
That's not the point is though, should the government put you in jail for sharing a video? The answer, is no.
Where's the statistic for the amount of people that have been put in jail over that?
It doesn't matter.
I feel like that's not a thing I've heard from anywhere but you just now.
So
It is all
I'm
over
saying
the
you're
internet.
pulling things out of nowhere, bud.
like it's not true?
Yeah.
Okay, look it up. Pull out your phone. Look it up. Let's go.
All right.
New Zealand.
New Zealand, jail, video sharing.
And then after you realize you were wrong on that, you can also look up England, free speech, Islam. We can go on and on. Canada. You understand? There's certain countries where you have to use the preferred, gender pronoun.
Well, yeah, that's just called not being an asshole.
No. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the government coming in and putting you in jail because you call someone her or him, right? It's not
You're
about.
actually correct. It is a crime in New Zealand.
Yeah. This is the thing. This is why free speech is so important. Because of this, right? So we can have different opinions and just talk. But the people
But this is less of a matter of opinion. I mean, we have drastically different ideas of what a government should do. neither of us is ever going to convince the other of anything this way.
That's not true.
But you're both nice guys and you're both having a conversation, right? And what's wrong with that?
You believe in freedom, don't you?
So,
you believe in freedom.
Well, yeah. Like, what kind of question is that even to ask? That's a given.
So then we're on the
I
same
believe
page.
in freedom. I believe in
Free
people
speech?
being happy, that sort of thing.
Free
Of course,
speech?
I believe in free speech. I'm a journalist part-time.
So we're on the same Second Amendment?
That's a bit of a difficult one for me.
Why?
I'm from Europe.
You don't like guns? Why?
Because I think people that like guns, they talk about how they want to use it to protect themselves, but most of the people just like guns because they think guns are fun. And I think that's fine. I just think they should be honest. I think the Second Amendment is...
That's not why you're against the Second Amendment, though, just because the way people talk about it.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm against the people that support it.
So me.
I feel like that's not what he said.
I'm a human too.
And I think the handwriting...
I'm a human too.
Okay. I can disagree with you and think that your ideas...
No, I know, but you said you don't like people who support Second Amendment. What I want to know is what is it about the Second Amendment that you're against, other than what people say?
I think that people use the Second Amendment to justify owning a weapon when it was originally used to keep government from having too much power, so that a well-armed militia could stop the government from having that kind of power. And I think nobody that uses the Second Amendment to defend their right to have a gun has that in mind.
I do. That's why I believe in the rifle.
So you
I don't care about handguns, I care about rifles because rifles is a military gun and that's how we keep the people at the top in check.
So you realistically think that if the government has too much power, which I think they do, you could organize a well-armed militia and take them down?
No, what I believe is that it's a deterrent. So, it's a deterrent. So, for example, the free speech, for example, if they came after our free speech, they won't do it because they know that there's like, 240 million gun owners in this country. Not only that, do you understand that we have the largest unofficial military in the world? Okay, listen, China has I'll explain to you. China has 3 million actual soldiers, ground troops. We have over 200 million citizens in the United States of America who aren't even part of the military who own guns, right? So that's why nobody can come to our country with ground troops and take it over because of that simple fact. Just that. That's why Japan never sent ground troops over here. Listen, I'm Japanese. The Chinese military conquered. Listen, I want you to listen. This is very important. The Japanese military conquered the Chinese military. Okay, pre-World War II. And here's what happened: the citizens didn't have gun rights. So the Chinese citizens, none of them were able to protect themselves. Hold on. You can talk. Sorry. The Japanese military came through, raped and murdered tons of women, tons of children because they couldn't protect themselves. Okay? What's that? What's not true?
Okay, that's the rape of Nanjing that occurred in 1937. They had plenty of Soviet support from the Soviet Union, and they actually acquired the weapons caches from the United States.
Who's they?
The CPK. I mean the PRC. Yes. Yes. They followed guerrilla warfare. That's how Mao Zedong took power.
So what happened?
I just told you.
No, what happened with what did the Japanese soldiers do?
Japanese had better technology. They raped and killed. Yeah, they had better technology. That's one of the main things we talk about.
But you're not arguing.
So are you telling me that they had the Chinese citizens had rifles like we have rifles here?
Later? Yeah, it was imported.
No.
They've been imported. Yes, yes it was.
No.
Chiang Kai-shek had those weapons. They had rifles. They were inferior quality. They've had them forever.
You Google it. You made him Google it.
I'm a history major.
That's on you to fact check. Hey, if you're gonna make him fact check, that's on you to fact check.
What percentage?
We don't go over percentage.
How many rifles were in the
They acquired them. They had massive quantities of things. So just look it up then.
Hold on, let me ask you this.
You tell us to look stuff up. Look it up.
Okay, okay. Listen, so are you saying that rifles hurt them or help them to protect themselves?
Wait, what are you talking about? Of course, I'm pro-gun.
Okay.
But I'm a leftist.
So lots of lefties are pro-gun.
Yeah, exactly. So is Mao Zedong.
No, not for the people.
Yeah.
So are you?
Same with the red guard. Yeah. Both are.
All right. And so.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
All in all, class of society not having
pro-gun aren't generally bad people.
No, I concur.
I definitely support the Black Panther Party self-defense.
Cool.
I think they did one of the greatest things ever. Yeah. As a direct result of Governor Ronald Reagan, who created the Black Panther Party law, Yeah. So, I mean, what is this about? I just think this seems so oxymoronic. You guys are coming here saying you're against the state, and then you're waving a symbol of nationalism.
It's not a country, not the
I know,
state.
it's a nation. It's a nation. It's built up of laws. There's a constitution. There's gun laws. There's street laws. How are you saying that there's pro nation and then against it's a contradiction.
So for me, the American flag is a yes, the government has done horrible things, right? And you want to be more part of the government.
I don't want to give more. That is not communism has never been achieved. It's a process. It's a dialectical process.
But so what do? So you break down this government, right, and you put it into smaller communities. Is that what you want?
I would love that. I would love to do a Black Panther Party. They completely eliminated crime until Big or whoever came in and flooded the region with drugs.
So would you want a government at a city level only, like a small level communism, or money? Is there money? Okay, so is there money?
But we would still need some form of apparatus to handle nuclear material and everything
Yeah,
else.
who does that? Who does that?
You'd have a government. You'd have some, or
A federal government?
not necessarily.
What would you do?
I do. Well, I'm not into, I don't know anything about nuclear radiation.
No. So, United States of America, what would you do? Abolish the government and what? Do government to the local level?
It'd be preferable.
Okay. And so how do we, what stops people from coming in and taking over our country, and taking over communities?
I mean, you can say that about any other country, but I mean, is it?
So how do you, let's say, hold on. Let's say right here is like its own country. Let's say Central Washington University is its own country, right? This small. Communist, right? Communal, all that stuff. What's going to protect it?
Guerrilla warfare.
And also with that as well.
What?
That's how this country was formed anyways. Guerrilla warfare. I'd protect it with guerrilla warfare.
Okay.
I'd kill anyone that tried to kill me.
Okay, and so when they roll the tanks in here, when China rolls in the tanks in here, so-called communist government, what are you going to do?
Fight against it. I mean, they did. I mean, they did the same thing in Cambodia against Vietnam. I mean, Vietnam were liberated.
So, okay, the next question is, no, I like where you're going with this. So, the next thing is, say whoever's running, who's going to run this communist government in Central Washington University?
Well, we'd have elections for that.
Right? And what do you do when they, like all communist governments, when they take, they start to take and take and take and take?
Answers for any of these questions.
But do you understand? Like, who's going to make the rules?
Well, there's not going to be any omnipotent administrator, that's for sure. I mean, it's going to be equally shared.
And you're like police officers, right?
I mean, not in the same sense that we have now. I mean, I would have as much authority as him, you would have as much authority as him.
What about the people above you?
There wouldn't be anyone above us. We would have positions of importance, like you may have a head of a school, but we can take them out if we feel, remove them from authority if we feel that they're violating the law.
So if someone owns too much land or owns too much, you abolish that, you stop that?
Fuck yeah, if they own too much land or are hoarding resources, fuck yeah. Do you think like having billionaires is ethical?
It depends on the situation.
I don't think it's ever ethical.
Hold on. So am I allowed to just not work in this government that you're talking about?
Well, it would depend. Would you have any form of disability? Like, I mean, like, no, I'm asking you. I mean,
I don't believe in a communist government, so I don't.
Because, like, basically, when it comes to, like, the communist government, I mean, which is kind of a contradiction, it'd be more of a socialist government. You'd have people that are working together to achieve something. If someone can't contribute, then
what do you do?
Decide. If they're deliberately not, like, if they're able to function and not contribute, just kick them out of the community.
So you want to deport people?
Not in that sense, no. It'd be like if I have some lazy ass roommates that are fully capable of contributing and they're not contributing.
And who determines that?
The community, we vote on it.
So you vote on it. So okay, so mob rule. So mob rule. If someone doesn't like you, if people don't like you, they can just vote to just deport you out of your communist country.
In that sense, I mean, it's not that cookie cutter answer that you're looking for, but there's obviously more nuance.
So then, if you say something that's unpopular, you get kicked out.
Well, what would you say? I mean, if you're like a neo-Nazi, you're like, yeah, dude, I think that we should kill all the Mexicans. I'm gonna be like, yeah, let's get this fucking guy out.
What if you have a problem with the current system, the current communist government,
we're all
and you say, but hold on, and you speak out, you're one of the people, you try to exercise your First Amendment right, okay? And then the government comes together and they get people to vote to kick you out. So then you're afraid. It's mob rule. I see it all the time. Even in little groups that I've seen, people start to keep their mouth shut because they don't want to speak out against what the mob is doing, right? Because they get ostracized and they get kicked out.
I mean, like, I see what you're saying, but there's no cookie cutter answer to any of these questions that you have. That has existed since time immemorial, and it will continue to exist forever.
What I'm saying is, here's what I want you to consider, okay? And I appreciate you talking to me. There's no difference between Hitler and Stalin. No.
What?
There's no difference between Hitler and Stalin. It's not left. It's not communism, fascism. They're the same thing. It's putting more power to people to talk is what it is. The more power that we give this government, which is owned by big pharma, big business, correct? The more power we give to them, the more power we give to the elites. You understand that? That's my concern. So the more rules that we have, okay, what you're trying to do, what you're doing is you're pressing the people at the bottom. Every single tax that they pass is to hurt the people at the bottom, not people at the top. That's why we have loopholes. Every single regulation, every single law that they pass is to hold us down so the people at the top don't have any competition. That's all it is. Big business, big banks.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is that this communist type of government that you're talking about, every single time it's going to get bought out, it's going to be corrupted, and it's going to oppress them.
Is that why you're against development and great society?
Yes.
So you're saying capitalism is communism too?
So you're pro-capitalism? I'm pro-capitalism. But here, what I'm saying is, listen, I believe in freedom. I believe in freedom, but here's the thing.
You can't have that under capitalism.
Have what?
You can't have that type of freedom under capitalism.
Why?
Everything is demarcated. Everything is owned. Everything is privately owned. We are all technically property.
To who?
To the government. And it's owned by big major corporations.
Let's go back to the power of the government, which is ran by big business.
They're owned by major corporations.
You know what big corporations hate? They hate competition. So listen, Obama, for example. Obama, after the Bush, who's a horrible president, okay, he comes in and he wants to regulate big banks, right? This is what Obama said after the market crash. Okay, do you remember that? So he passed all these regulations to supposedly hold down big banks. Okay, here's what happened. My dad used to work in the mortgage business. Okay, here's what happened. Every single regulation that Obama passed, because he was bought out by big banks, what it did, because these big banks have the lawyers, they know how to get through them. They held down all the small banks. Here's what happened. It's all about results. By the time Obama was out of office, the big banks were bigger, and the small banks were smaller. Okay? When Obama was out of office, the rich were more rich, and the poor were more poor. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, that's been happening since forever, though. I mean, that is
No, not, it goes up and down.
a trending pattern.
That's not true.
That is a trending pattern, yes. They've been acquiring more and more power.
Okay.
The banks have, yes, they have.
But at least, listen, it goes up and down. But listen, at least hear me on this, okay? Do you believe that Obama is any different than Bush?
No. They're all
Okay, good. We're still on that same page. So then, do you think it's fair to say that Obama was corrupt?
Yes.
Okay. There we go. So is it fair to say, since it's corrupted, right? Every single law and regulation that he passes is going to benefit the people who bought him out, which is the people at the top. Correct?
Not necessarily. I mean, universal health care, how is that going to benefit?
That benefited the insurance companies more than anything.
They just about doubled their prices.
Why do you think our costs went up? Yes, it benefited big pharma, it benefited the insurance companies. The insurance companies broke that bill.
Universal health care is more efficient than privatized medicine.
But hold on. Why does it benefit the insurance companies? To force us to get insurance, that benefits insurance companies.
They meandered their way into every edifice of every branch of government since time immemorial. I mean, if there's a loophole, they're always gonna take it.
Yeah.
I mean, there is no winning against any form of big business.
There is. There is.
Unless we guilty, you know.
We stop with the regulations. We stop with the laws. We roll them back.
What type of regulations are you talking about? I mean, these regulations have been...
I have to get permission to get into my drywall. That's a regulation. That's bullshit. Excuse my language. I should have a right to go into my own house, open up my drywall, do some electrical work, cover it back up without breaking any laws. But technically, I have to get permission from the state to do that. That's a regulation, and that hurts us, the people at the bottom, not the people at the top.
Yeah, but would you be planning on selling that house later on? I mean, because like you wouldn't just be affecting yourself, you'd be affecting the people after you.
So you want the government in every single aspect of your life.
If you did something at like some shitty form of wiring or something, and then the people after you somehow died, I mean, that'd be on you. And that's why they have those regulations in place. My mom's an electrician.
So we're talking about electrician. We're saying to go into a drywall. To open up drywall, to put insulation in, or any of that, I have to get permission. And I have to get a permit. In some cities, you have to get a permit to change a light bulb.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that a lot of these laws are nonsensical. But I am saying that
if you understand that the people who are in charge, they're going to push for as many permits as possible so they get the money, so they can hire people.
This seems oxymoronic. It seems like you say you're pushing against big government and corporations, and you're advocating for it.
How? I believe in the Constitution.
That's a nation. That's a nation.
The Constitution allows us the opportunity to reduce that
It's
power.
built on the fundamentals of laws and organizations and regulations. And the Constitution is a form of regulation.
Regulation against our government, not to regulate the people. It's to regulate the government, a necessary evil, right? I'm telling you, man, freedom is the key to fight against the elitists. The Second Amendment is to keep us safe from the elitists, from the people outside.
The Constitution, every law, especially back then, has been an elitist move. Our founding fathers were elitists. That wasn't designed to protect us. That was designed to protect them. How so?
Yeah.
How was that?
All men created equal.
Do you think that included slaves at the time?
What happened?
What are you talking about? Because like if you'd have to go to
There's
like
slavery all over the world, right?
People ended slavery much earlier than we did.
But there's slavery all over the world, correct? Right?
Well, not in Russia. They had
All men created equal was the justification that Lincoln used. All men created equal under God. Okay? You understand that? The Constitution set the path to free everybody, whether you were a slave or whether you were lower class or whatever. It didn't matter. You had to have connections with the King George, okay, and the royalty to do anything in this country at the time.
I mean, and plus, that comes from the Enlightenment. They just want to come out and educate. It borrows from the principles of the Enlightenment.
And how does that happen? Through free speech, correct?
Free speech? No. They did not have free speech. That was a revolutionary time period. They fucking killed France. France?
So what are you saying?
I'm saying that's a non sequitur.
Free speech?
Yeah, there's never been truly free speech for anyone. It's always been free speech. Especially with,
to a certain extent.
Especially with, you can't say, yell fire in a crowd.
All the time, and you can't threaten people.
And that was used in the 1950s for segregation.
Really? What?
You can't yell fire in a fucking crowded room. That was used by segregationists to deny African Americans free speech.
No. Well, learn something new every day.
And they're trying to secede from this.
Well, I appreciate you talking to me.
Looks like America did. But because they're communists.
I'm trying to understand, like, what are you getting at? Because, like, I'm a history major, right? I've studied one of the first corporations this country has ever built, DuPont.
You know what's interesting to me? You're obviously against borders, right?
I am.
But you literally just said in your communist government, you're going to kick people out of your little city who don't participate, who you vote people out.
No, I told you that's a cookie cutter answer. I mean, you're looking. No, there's a different context. There wouldn't be any borders. I mean, if they're part of a shared community.
Where are you going to exile them to?
On a municipal level.
Where are you going to exile them to?
I gave you a very microcosmic example. Like,
Were you going to deport them?
And are you going to put up a fence to enforce that?
I'm not going to deport them.
You said we can vote them out.
Not in that sense, because it would be more of like a house setting. It'd be more of a community setting.
So what do you do for people who are not working and can work?
And can work? I kick them out. Like if it's out of my...
You believe in borders?
No, not in the same context that you're talking about.
Kick them out of what then?
I'm talking about more of like a house type
You're
scenario.
gonna kick them out of your house?
I would definitely. Or if it's like some building that we built collectively and dude's not fucking contributing, of course I'm gonna fucking kick him out. He's a freeloader. It's not the same as someone who is like in a wheelchair and can't fucking work for themselves or something like that.
So what you're
I'm talking
you're
about
just gonna kick
there's
them out of a
context.
house?
I'm talking about there's like.
Remember Central Washington University?
Well, I'm not gonna exile them, dude. Like I'm not the king of all of Central Washington. I'm gonna be like, you can get out of like my little spot right here and go find your own. That's it. It's not the same. Like, hey, we have what? I don't even know how many acres the United States have. None of you Mexicans or Central Americans can come in here. I mean, and most of this land was stolen to begin with.
Yeah, people have been fighting over land for ages.
Exactly, but I don't think it's justified.
Are you against what the natives did to each other?
I don't think it was in the same context by any means.
What?
They didn't.
They would take over land.
They didn't
they would go and kill entire tribes.
They didn't systematically
and steal
commit
the
genocide.
women?
Yeah, they
There's a huge. No,
What?
They didn't.
Fuck yeah.
No, they didn't. They did not systematically commit genocide.
How are they different?
You're talking about Lakota Sioux? They're a nomad tribe. They go around to different land and they would wipe out this tribe and take their land.
They would keep a lot of the women.
That human nature is human nature regardless of the color of your skin.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, and that was a completely different type of warfare. They did not completely wipe each other out.
Yeah.
They didn't.
Kill the men, steal all the women.
Go see Daniel Herman. He can talk exclusively about the Lakota. I mean, that's his field.
Okay.
He teaches an entire class on it.
So what about all the other tribes, not just the Lakota Sioux?
Well, they're not just tribes. There's also bands and clans. I mean, that's using the wrong terminology.
And so they just sat where they were and didn't try to
No one
invade
said there wasn't any warfare. There wasn't systematic genocide. In the West, for instance.
How was there not?
For the West, for instance, the United States actually implemented genocide. They said that they would pay anyone to go kill Native Americans for their scalps.
Which is bad. Natives
Natives didn't have that. And then, like, if you have something like
Natives fought natives all the time.
No, they did. That's not the same thing as committing systematic genocide. They didn't.
So when they go in and kill all the men and steal the women and rape them, that's
no one's being an apologist for that. No one's saying, oh yeah, that's hunky dory. But it's not in the same context. I mean, I don't see how people can't see that.
That's a hard one to argue for you.
I don't think so. Not at all.
Everybody commits genocide.
No, everyone killed.
Just because one apple's bigger doesn't mean it's not an apple anymore.
The person with the biggest gun is the one that's going to be causing them, inflicting the most pain.
That's an oversimplification. That's not genocide.
The biggest weapon.
But you brought up genocide. There's contextual differences. That's what I'm trying to get people to understand. There's nuance behind this. It's not all the same thing. You can't paint the same brush over every issue. Kind of guys.
All I'm saying is natives are no different than us. Just because their skin's darker, right, doesn't make them different from us. They have the same human nature. Everyone has the good and evil within that they struggle with. It doesn't matter what your skin color is. You're trying to look at natives as if they're somehow different than us.
But yeah,
we're all the same. We all bleed the exact same color.
I just think it's weird that we're discussing them like they no longer exist. I mean, we created all these treaties and we violate them all the time. Take them off their land. They're one of the most oppressed people out there, and they commit more suicide than any other.
And they have their little communists. They have their communist communities too, right? Yes, they do. They don't have to work. They get money. Their communities are 100% communism.
They still have to work.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Oh my goodness. No, they do not. They do not. No, there's tons of them that do not have to work.
I have to work every fucking day.
Okay, so everybody has to work.
Have you been to the Yakama Nation?
Every native has to work.
They don't have to work.
They don't get a paycheck.
We're the highest paid.
Yes, there is a per capita check that's
also one
supplied
of the most
by.
impoverished people out there.
And because they're getting paid.
Because we work construction with them, a lot of them just have to show up to the house.
As me as an
and they don't even have to
individual,
work, they
but
just have to be
as a
there.
But it's their own
to collect their
not
collect their
having
paycheck.
personal pride in their tribe, right?
They did have personal pride in their tribe. They got coerced off the land by the big government.
They have land. The
and
whole lower
settlers.
valley from Union Gap all
And
the
it
way down
keeps
to Sunnyside is all
It
Yakama Nation.
keeps shrinking because the government. This was native land. This was condemned by the government, and then they took it and built a school.
They have not gained or lost land since 1885.
Yes, they have.
No, they have
Yes,
not.
they have.
Yeah.
I've even studied it. When we built the Hanford nuclear site in 1943 for the Manhattan Project, we kicked off all the natives as well as all the white people living in the White Creek area in Hanford. Everyone was removed. It was the biggest.
That's technically not the Yakama Nation.
That wasn't the Yakama Nation. You said no Native Americans have been removed. I'm telling you, Native Americans have been
Okay,
removed.
but that's on private land. I'm talking about on the treaty land.
That wasn't part of treaty land. No, yes, it was.
That was
I
federal
studied
land.
it. That was not federal land. It was condemned. The federal government has the right, if they so choose, to exercise executive authority and point to any land, whether it's the Native Americans or anyone else. They do it all the time and condemn that land. And they said, well, it's private and it's all private. They took both.
So what's it like here? What's your professor like?
The east side of the river. That is not tribal land.
It was. The only really good professor. It was since before the 1940s, and then there was a temporary clause that the government made with them.
There's still a bunch of bias.
That was then rescinded after 1950. I mean, that's how Richland was built. Richland, the Tri-Cities would not exist if it was not for the Hanford site.
She tried bringing up.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying all that
They said that Hillary had
was native and private owned land. It was a mixture. It was intermixed, and all that was taken away by the federal government.
higher education they do.
Yeah, but I mean, like, Yakama Nation since then has won some land, but I mean, other territories all over the nation has been shrinking.
Oh, did you
because the
message
government
me?
has been condemning land and building new projects out there, building new either nuclear facilities.
Someone messaged me and said they got on the professor, and the professor got really mad once they told her that I was a
whatever.
CW.
They have the right. They have the right.
really
No, I met a girl, she right up to me, and then she's like, yeah, she goes, these people.
Very small teeth. I mean, very tiny. I mean, like if you had 100,000 acres, and then I take it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give you $50,000.
Yeah, you got flags?
You could try, but I mean, they're taking that land anyway. So
There's
that's
not
what
like,
happens.
we're not going to see
And then you still have white farmers who are now dying from World War II. They had their land taken.
You've got something on your head.
I know.
Other than that, you look just fine, but you've got that,
And that was the biggest,
like old ketchup or something.
in the United States history.
Oh, that's not gonna work.
We've been to 3 different schools so far. CW, UPSU.
Oh, I've been. No, I think you went into a couple of those.
Yeah, that's the only one I've been to.
Yeah, I've never sprayed like 2 times.
Yes, you are.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Speak to us about, I don't know, they've already made up their minds, it seems like. They seem to hate.
A lot of people think we're from
It is what it is. That's my opinion also. Thank you.
I'm originally from California, so I gotta be kind of quiet. But I'm from the northern part, so we like our kind of thing. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Played a year of football there. Right on. And then I came up here.
I'm Scott.
Ooh, I do.
I hear she's a racist.
Ooh, is she? I don't know.
Better tell the truth.
She's my best friend, and she's a total not racist. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, she told me you guys are going to be in town. I was just like, okay, well, I'll give you guys a look up and see what you guys are about. And I was like, okay, I'll go check it out. Yeah, it's welcome to Washington.
Spirit of Portland.
Actually, Dismal Niche. Rains more down there, huh? The Dismal Niche. Down there on the mouth of the Columbia.
Oh, yeah.
Worse than this.
Oh, yeah.
Got a lot of it. Did you? Sure of it. And that one of those pamphlets for me? Oh, yeah. Anybody else? Anybody else? You guys heading back Sunday then?
Yeah, we'll be heading back Sunday morning.
I don't know about that whole communism.
There's so many holes in that argument.
Oh, dude.
That was crazy.
I was standing behind him and I was just like, what the fuck? I can't believe people are talking about that. Like, even socialism is just like,
It's for the elitists.
That's what it is. Socialism is for the elitists. That's all it is. And it's funny because you start getting them down to the details, and you keep saying, "Well, there's no cookie cutter like."
Well, yeah, and then he starts talking about, "Oh, we're gonna have an internal democracy and exile people."
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah. So he's talking about deporting people, and he's like, "No, not deporting."
Just for my house. I'm gonna kick him out of the window. What the fuck was that?
Also mentioned being a history major.
Yeah, he had a hard time understanding that natives are no different.
One thing I found out is a lot of people think communism sounds good on paper, but once you put it into practice, it's true. It does not work.
Yeah.
Boy, do we have any tape in the bus? We need to cover this thing up next time.
It's a GoPro. Why do you have to cover it?
I don't know. Do I not have to cover it?
You can jump in water with that.
Okay.
The only problem is the screen gets, you have to keep spinning the screen.
Okay.
Everybody
Cool.
give us a hip hip hooray, 35th rally in a row, no violence!
Oh, that was you?
Yeah, that was
I was just talking about that, yeah?
I was like, yeah, he actually went here, and she's like, what?
Did you get pissed?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I haven't been, yeah.
You'll watch. That's it.
Yeah, what was she saying?
She was just saying like just to avoid everything, you know, the classic like kind of like misinterpretation of the group. And I was telling her like they're not like that.
Hey, we need this, sir, bro.
I'm going to find somewhere dry. Hey, do you have a problem with us talking, sir?
Yep, see?
Hey, dog. It's like being a robot, man. Like, I didn't want to like argue with her or anything. I was like, I was just trying to actually like kind of just mess with her, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went here.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand. This is our campus. This is his campus. This is everybody's campus.
Yeah.
The president himself said they're allowed to be here.
Yeah.
That's a good spot where that dude is right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm about going.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they have a right to be here as much as we have a right to be here.
Yeah. All right, well, let's head out and then we'll come back.
Rock. See you guys.
Russ, let's roll. Thanks everybody for coming out. Great.
Have a good day, guys.
See you at 4 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe you have something to say. You guys can speak too if you want. You guys can have a voice.
You know, I'm glad that they actually engaged some.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
White people there, all their tears.
And that woman walking in front writing, "Don't engage the trolls," all angrily. You know, and it's just like, oh, come on. I was like, are they going to start wandering off?
Does he have a schedule?
Did we park over here?
Hey, do you have a schedule? You should get him a schedule.
We're going to talk about your First and Second Amendment rights. You're welcome to speak too.
But that was cool. Yeah. Did you have fun? Yeah.